I think I have said to you before, and I have permission to use it, so in case Poppy wants to get clever with me, this is a 91% submission. Now, to get 91% is blimmin' impressive. Sorry, I'm also having cappuccino, so unprofessional. So in terms of her presentation of her findings, she tells us who her participants are. I would have maybe put that into a table. So participant A, what the person does, give us their demographic detail as well. And there are the 3 participants. She's done it slightly different. Don't do this, guys. This is just another verification tool. I don't think we have that kind of space to do it in this one. So she there has her first theme. She then describes to us what the theme is, and she then tells us what actually contributed to that theme. And it really is what the different participants had to say. So it's almost recognizing your participants' contribution, and it's acknowledging, because in terms of qualitative research, we're asking them to share sometimes personal details of their lives. So that is the first part. And I haven't done the layout document yet. Damn it, man. Sorry, guys. I'm absolutely snowed. I'll get the layout document to you guys on Thursday. Okay. Can somebody remind me about that on Thursday? This is a bit useless. I'm so sorry about that. So there's your theme. Describe your theme. Okay. Describe your theme. Give us acknowledgements to the actual theme in terms of what other people had said. Right. Theme 2, the same thing. Describe your theme. Tell us the kinds of contributions that ultimately made this to become a theme. Other theme there. Describe the theme. Tell us what the participants said that would relate to this theme. So use your participant's voice. I like the way that she's used it, but just remember, guys, let the contributors pop. Do it indented like that. It just lets it stand out. Then she talks about it in context. This is now where she related it back to her initial discussion. Now, I don't know if we have space for this. Okay. I don't know if we have space for this. But then she looks at the findings in the context of the theories. Right. So there are her theories there. Then she goes back to her literature review. She looks at the themes in relation to a literature review. One of the things that you might encounter in terms of the way you've done it, guys, is Debs, whichever looks best. Because the one thing that has to come through here is also your personality must come through, because this is a personal thing now. It really is on personal preferences. Ask your supervisor, or sorry, your pod leader, the way they would want it. I quite like this approach where it pops, where you can see. But it's how it flows, it's how it blends with your writing style, etc. I don't know if that makes sense, Debs.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so your personality must come through, your style must come through, because what we don't want is copy paste look. Okay, it really has to be your personality. Findings in terms of the context of the theories. So go to your theoretical framework and chat about the theoretical framework, linking it to your theme. Here, the finding in the context of the literature. So look at theme 1 and go to your literature review and support your findings, guys. This is almost a triangulation process to say to the reader, listen, we didn't suck this out of our thumbs. There have been other individuals that have agreed with us on that, and link it back to your literature. Do me a favor, the way we've done this, and because of the nature of some of our topics, because I think some of our topics are cutting edge, I really believe you need to, or you might have to go and look for additional research. Because out of your themes, out of your discussions, out of your bits and pieces that you've got in front of you, you actually might have to go and get other literature to support it. There's nothing wrong with it to do that. So link to your literature review and then go find literature where you've come up with a theme that wasn't initially covered in your literature. Then you look at whether you've addressed your research questions and your objectives, and you tell us, what are our research objectives, what are our research questions, and here is what I've done in terms of addressing my research questions and objectives. And then she had an overall goal. Again, I don't know whether we've got space for that. And then she does a summary of that chapter, which I really like, okay? So that is your next stage. That is your next phase. Fabian, I don't know if that answers your question, Joanne.
Yes, absolutely.
One thing,
That's a big help.
go, Joe. Yeah. The one thing you'll find here, guys, for the first time in your studies, you've created your own little bit of knowledge. Now, it's not at a master's or a PhD level, but for the first time in your existence, you've created your own bit of knowledge in terms of research. And that's lekker in terms of this. To me, that's what makes this worthwhile. Can I just see, guys, are you feeling a lot more comfortable with the research now? Because I know, and I did say to you, there will be panic. The hard graft is this. This is the blood, sweat, and tears. Okay. Blessing, please leave the classroom. Come back when you feel more positive. I'm doing a motivation speech. It's like going into a sports team and saying, "Are we ready?" And everyone going, "Yes." And Blessing goes, "No, I'm scared." You fired, Blessing. Okay, guys, remember, you have got this one. You have got this. The layout is there. I'm actually being lazy. I've just been overwhelmed with work, to be honest with you. I'll put it in my diary now that I'll do it. I'll get it done tomorrow and get it to you guys. Okay. Any other questions at this stage? So this is your next phase. So please make sure that you have Ariel's document near you. It is a wonderful example of what to do. Just remember, you have to let your own personality come out. For me, that's the important bit in terms of qualitative research, because we are not claiming to be objective. We claim to have an interest in this. Obviously, Tyrolee, none of this applies to you. So in terms of my qualitative people, get your interviews done, get your transcripts done, and then get working on your next bit, the findings and interpretations. Okay. What I'll do is I'll get this out. I'll put this in my reminder tomorrow and I'll do the document tomorrow. Sorry, guys, it's been overwhelming. Okay. Right. Any other questions at this stage? Okay. I'm talking to
Dr.
everyone,
Henny,
but please. Yeah, go for it.
Remember you post that part 3, the qualitative and quantitative, the various PowerPoint slides. Should we not copy that as the outline or the breakdown of part 3?
Yeah, but let me give an outline. People have asked for an outline. Also, yeah, guys, we've had 2 people, but unfortunately, or fortunately, or unfortunately, the people aren't here that are getting AI to do their work. But I'm not talking to anyone here. Guys, don't fall into that temptation or that trap. Honestly, this is your work. I'm getting frustrated with a minority of people. And I always talk about the 1%ers. And the 1%ers who bloody will keep using AI. It is frustrating. It is not fair on the people who do their work properly. And please don't fall into it. There is the ethical use of AI. So we've spoken about that in terms of tag it and in terms of the transcription tools. But the reality is, I mean, and I'm not talking to anyone here, so hopefully the person listens to this, and I don't want to say bloody again, but this bloody message. Okay. Anything else, guys, from the qualitative people? I must admit, it has become a lot more positive in these classes, guys. I think we've transformed from being nervous to feeling that we don't know anything to getting positive. I like that, actually. I really like that. Okay. If the qualitative people have nothing more, I'll wait around for a question, then I'll talk to the quantitative people in terms of their next analysis. And also remember, guys, the group is there. Jump onto the group, send messages. Please don't send me emails. Gosh, people who send me emails, you irritate me. Any questions from the qualitative people? It's an absolute pleasure, Justine. Absolute pleasure, man. You guys are superstars to work with. Honestly, yeah, I'll get you the bloody thing. I'm saying bloody too many times, guys. I'm going to be accused of not being professional. I'll definitely do it. Okay. Cheers, guys. Sihlangule, minus 25% just for irritating me. Ellie's gonna get another message saying, Eddie is so unprofessional. Cheers, guys. Buso, I'm gonna slap you. I promise you. You are very lucky that you're not in class with me saying that now, because you know what I would have stood on, and you can't write it there either. Why are you failing this? You're risking your life here, boy. What's going on? I'm going to slap you, boy. And then you say thank you to me in a sarcastic tone.